Welcome. My name is Brian and I'm with the ABI technical support team. Today we're going to be talking about the automatic fill float valve in your water trailer. This is a very useful tool that allows you to hook the hose up, let it fill, and walk away and not have to watch it. This valve right here is located in the tank right here underneath. There's several things that you can check on this if your valve is not shutting off. First things first, this valve simply unscrews in the tank so that you have this here that you can work on. Makes it much simpler when you can take it in on a bench, on a table, to work on it and check components and make sure there aren't any obstructions or any dirt plugging it. Alright, now that we have removed the float valve from the water trailer, we're going to come in here on the bench and go through it. So inside you've got a float valve that goes up and down that's going to shut off the water. So first thing to check is to make sure this goes up and down like that. If it does not, there is one single screw right here. You can back that out. And at that point you can remove the float valve. Then that's also a good time. You can make sure that the little jet on the inside is clear, that there's no dirt or anything in there. Make sure that the little cap also is in place on the top of the float valve. Once you've examined that, make sure everything's good. You can set this back inside. We'll tighten up this screw. And our float valve is back to floating. All right, once we've checked the bottom side out, now we're going to check the top side of the float valve. So when you took it off in the trailer there, first thing you come to in the very top, there's a screen here. Pull this screen out, make sure there's no dirt, no sediment, no buildup of any materials on that screen. Just simply rinse it out, water coming from reverse direction. Make sure that is all cleaned out and that is clear so that nothing is blocking the flow of water. At that point, you can twist off the top. This one we've had apart, so it's a little loose. You may need to use a pair of pliers. This top comes off, and then once you're inside, there is a diaphragm and a little sealing alignment washer here. So once again, we just want to make sure there's no dirt, sediment, or any buildup here in the top of the float valve, in this diaphragm, or in these parts here. All right, now that we've got everything cleaned and checked over, we'll put it back together. So diaphragm goes in first, sealing washer with the tapered side down, smooth side to the top. Then at that point, we'll thread the cap on. We set our screen with the tall part up, put that in. Now we're ready to thread that into the fitting in the water trailer. One other thing we always like to recommend is keeping your fill point plugged when not in use. In this case, we have a cam lock style quick coupler on here with a plug. Simply goes in there, locks it. By doing this, when your trailer is being towed, when you're driving it down the lane, around the fields, around the farm, this plug is going to keep any dirt from entering into the plumbing and going into the top of your float valve. You can do it with any kind of plug. It can be just a simple 3/4 inch garden hose thread plug. Anything will work, but keeping that plug will help keep your water supply clean and keep the dirt out of that float valve. Thank you for watching. And as always, if you have any other questions, feel free to contact anyone on our customer service team at 877-788-7253.